Wednesday night, it's about 9:05. Thank you for staying with us through the end of the encore presentation of the Blues Brothers. We are What's on Show, a fan cast about the world of Show. I'm your host, Mike Irizarry. How's everybody doing?
Did anybody else not get the video clip, or was it just me?
I saw it.
Okay. Not only that, Mike, you sound like you're 900 miles away.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to call breaker.
Dulcet
tones.
Yeah, we're experimenting with the new space. So, keep trying. Not to mention, I'm very tired. Anyhow, how's everybody doing?
I'm doing okay, I think, if that's what you asked.
Right. Here in the top row, it's rack time, Rob. You can't hear anything.
I can't hear you.
Can't hear me.
Yeah.
Okay. This would have been good to know like 10 minutes ago.
Well, I could hear you 10 minutes ago. I can't hear you now.
All right.
And like I said, it sounds like you're 900 miles away.
Try playing with your headset a little bit.
I don't think it's my headset.
I know, I'm looking at the comments. I think a lot of people are having this.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, it could just be me having bad levels here, but
yeah, I think that's it, because now we can hear you with the mic up there.
All right.
100%.
That's totally weird. It is actually lower than it normally is, or higher than it normally is. It's whatever. I'll hold the microphone. It's fine. I'll work this Gene Rayburn style. Okay. We'll just sit with the microphone here.
Eat the mic, Mike.
Yeah, again, we were fine in pre-show. Now it's no good. Now there's nothing good going on. Live broadcasting, ladies and germs. It's fantastic. Anyways, we've heard enough for Rack Time, Rob. In the bottom row, joining us from the Agent Chuckles show, it's our good friend James Booth, Agent Chuckles himself, wearing his champion tee.
That's right. I'm a champion.
I've kind of had to retire mine. We're down to like maybe 2 or 3 more washings and it has to go out. so I'm just kind of saving it for really super duper special occasions at this point.
You know, next time I'm at Michael's, I'll buy the jersey frame. You know, buy one get 3 free, and I'll send you a frame. You can put it on the wall. And
there we go.
Posterity. I'll have to put like numbers on the back or something.
the tattered remnants of a once proud T-shirt.
Right. That was a recurring joke until somebody caught it, and then I told them to write in and we give them something out of the prize vault, and we never heard from them again.
Ooh.
Never, just ghost. But anyhow, yeah. It's been that kind of week. I was telling the guys pre-show that normally my work week consists of 3 12-hour overnights and sometimes 4. And this week, in order to put in some overtime in advance of assembly required, make a little walking around money, I put in 5. And so I'm absolutely gassed. I have no concept of what time it is or what it's doing outside. I think I forgot how to drive. But here we are doing the podcast anyway, so you're welcome. And
you're a champion.
Right, my microphone's breaking down. I can't handle this stuff. What's wrong here? I need an audio person.
Should have saved the tomato cans from last night's dinner.
Right. Jim Smith says there's a horrible hum. Just wait till we get to the humming segment in hour
Yeah.
2. That's disappointing.
We are gonna play some selections of Engelbert Humperdinck's all-time smash hits to hum. And that would be horrible humming.
I had a small desktop fan. I moved it to the bottom away, so maybe that was.
That's good.
That was probably it.
Probably.
That was
bad fan.
Rex Ship says, as long as you're just gassed and not gassy. That was a couple nights ago, but it seems to have passed. That was, I think that was just dinner. Anyways. So yeah, we're full of technical goodness on tonight's What's on Joe Mind.
It's a bold start.
359 episodes in, plus 100 and some odd special editions, and good to know that we haven't gotten so big that we can't be amateurs. The Gunny's in the house. He's running late. Good, so are we. You remember what show you've tuned into, right? That's what we do here. We run late. And we hum. Yo, 16 tons. What? Anyway.
We need to hum something public domain.
Right. I just used up our whole allotment of Tennessee Ernie Ford for the. Damn. Tennessee Ernie Ford's off the. What do we do now?
We're gonna be sued by the Tennessee Ernie Ford estate.
It's gonna be so bad they're gonna have to turn Kentucky Ernie Ford onto us.
I was told there'd be no Ernie Ford material. I came ill prepared.
Well, that's what we do. We keep you off guard.
Maybe we should just sing Rainbow in Toronto.
Right. That's stomping Jim Connors though. That's different.
There you go.
And I've remembered to look into the camera a couple times already tonight, so I feel good about this. We're off to a good start. It's I'm so confused. I'm so disoriented. I'm going to go take a nap now. Rob's in charge.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Rob's got to go in early tomorrow.
Right. We're out of here. Get James's joke in there. There we go. I had to find the button. Sorry, it took me a minute. So, James, it's been a little bit since you've been on. And that is mostly my fault because a lot of times we're throwing things together at the last minute, and I feel really conspicuous and self-conscious about asking somebody 30 minutes before we go on, hey, you free? Unless it's Phil. In which case, sometimes 30 minutes is a lot of lead time. But
there's a lot of people doing a lot of interesting things, and I think appropriately, my little puppet show is way in the back.
It has nothing to do with the appropriateness of your puppet show. I mean, at this point, you're willing to come on, and that right there gets you on a pretty good list.
Aww.
A lot of times folks get to a certain point and then they distance themselves. They say, "Oh no, what's on Joe Mind? They're small time." Yeah. They gave us our start, and now me.
Yeah.
But we don't get that vibe from you, or so help me, there'd be a rumble.
It's a weak sauce. Oh,
right. Rob's jumping the gun and getting into what we got in, and nobody cares. Rob.
Yeah, I don't care. I care. It was over a year of wait.
He's out. He's out. He's done. No pressure, James. We're now counting on you.
Promotion.
We're counting on you for at least 60% of show tonight, James. So
all right. I've got my Batman trivia. I'm ready to go.
Right. It better be good Batman trivia because
it's not that great. Not as good as
Ragtime Rob. He's got he's the kind of the Batman guy.
Batman's real name is Blank Wayne.
Oh.
Boots. Is it Boots?
Garth. It's Garth.
What is Boots?
Daryl?
Desmond. Daryl. Daryl.
Oh.
Wasn't there a show where Alan Tudyk played Bruce Wayne's cousin?
Yes.
But like, if he had family, wouldn't he have lived with them? That was my only problem with that show. Otherwise, brilliant show. It was like The Normal People or something, or
it was all like, about what was it? It was called Powerless, right?
It was all about the normies in the superhero world.
I mean, it was a comedy, so
well, it's true. It tried to be
right. People apparently didn't catch on to that.
No.
But, you know, just saying somebody's Batman's cousin just might have been a gag.
Yeah. You know what? I might not have watched enough episodes. It might have come out. That might have been season 1 plot point. He's lying about the old relation of the Waynes.
I mean, it's just funny enough. It's not quite as funny as if he said he was Clark Kent's cousin.
Yeah.
But it also makes 10% more sense.
I think it ultimately fell victim to the trap of most DC TV shows, in that it's, why don't you just stop talking about Batman and just show us Batman?
Oh, like Birds of Prey, Flash, Green Arrow, like
Gotham, Batwoman, Gotham. Titans.
I got a great idea for a Batman show. Boy, he's not ever going to be in it.
It sounds like a bad idea for a Batman show, then.
Fund it. Let's go. 3 seasons and a movie.
You see, I'm actually okay with it because I think there's too much Batman as it is.
Yeah, you're drunk.
Too much. Too much.
It would be brand confusion. Which Batman is Batman? Which we're getting ready to have. Everyone wants Robert Pattinson. Well, not everyone. People are trying to make Robert Pattinson into the movie Batman, but DCU? Is that what we're doing now? Batman.
The Batman that fits in with what James Gunn is trying to do with DC.
Yeah, that's a different Batman.
Yeah.
To be
I think, to be quite honest, it probably should be a different Batman, because they want to do Robin too, and I don't know, what it's like.
Yeah.
I think they're going to have to get a different Batman.
Just make Pete Holmes canon already. Just be done with it.
Yeah, I love it.
He's the best one. Give it to Pete Holmes.
Yeah. It gets kind of hot in here. I kind of go in and out.
That dude's hilarious.
Was that Badman? Is that what that was called?
That's what they called it, so they wouldn't get sued. But that's not what the character was called. Like, the character was Batman, but that's what they had to put it up as Badman, because it's clearly just somebody in a very good Halloween costume doing shtick. But
who would have thought that he had Christian Bale's exact mouth, though? Like, he did all the same stuff. It was brilliant.
Phil wants Justice League Unlimited back. It's been back for a year now, Phil.
That's comic books. He wants animation.
Well, Phil's just going to have to read.
Phil can't do that. Phil can't do that. Now he's going to cry. There we go. See, Phil, bring back Justice League Unlimited. Livingstone says, "What's the Batman show about?" It's about nothing, and that would mean that's the Batman Seinfeld crossover.
I love the one where where Commissioner Gordon is yelling at Batman because he said he was a marine biologist and he always wanted to pretend he was an architect.
Andrew Gauguin puts in, it's Dwayne Wayne as Batman.
Dwayne Wayne.
Oh, that's a crossover.
What's happening, Batman?
Oh
no, wait, that's a different world.
I could see Kramer as the Joker.
Yeah. Oh, Cooter's Garage putting his call out. Where's Jeff Butler when we need him? He'll appreciate that, I'm sure.
Holy Jack Nicklaus, Batman! Joker's hitting golf balls into the whale's blowholes. We got to do something, Robin. If it's the last thing, We ever do.
That a title list?
That was Kramer, right?
Yeah. Kramer was the one hitting the golf balls into the ocean. Yeah.
Two-time first-team All-Pro quarterback and fan Steve Young says Justice League Unlimited won't be the same without Kevin Conroy. Look, most of the actors who were in that show are all in their 70s now and don't sound the same. So I think they're recasting more than just Batman. I think it's okay. I think sometimes we can let voices get recast. Sometimes time passes even for them. I mean, that's the cool part about voice acting is you can play the same character from like your 20s well into your 60s, but then there comes a point when you just sound like an old person, and maybe getting a recast is okay. Your voice, like anything else, your voice comes from muscles in your throat, and sometimes they get thinned out and stretched out and overused and mistreated and all that other good stuff, and you just don't sound the same. Dustin Jeffrey, tell that to Transformers.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Peter Cullen. Peter Cullen's gonna be dead for like 10 years, 15 years. They'll be pumping air into him just to push it out of his. Anyways,
it'd be easier for him to do the Predator sound then, because he was the Predator, though.
Was he? Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Oh wow.
He they show him doing it. He's like, yeah, and I went in there and I went. And that's how he did the Predator noise. I can't do it the way he did it, but the clicking.
I've seen. This is going to cost me cool points, but I saw Predator once, and I don't care to go back. Like it's fine. I didn't have anything against Predator, but it was not this groundbreaking thing for me. I can just put it back down again.
I enjoyed it, but I never had my Joes as Predator characters. Like a lot of people have done.
Like Pursuit of Cobra did.
Yeah.
Like the entire Hasbro team did. Again, that's fine. It was a neat imagining, but it's not my thing. Kind of like Star Wars. I could just watch a Star Wars movie and say, "Oh, that's fine," and not think about it anymore.
I liked Star Wars better when I knew less about it. Now that I'm learning all the details about all the people and all the guys in the background, I'm like, I'd rather make up my own stuff.
I just kind of click off.
I did like Solo.
Yeah, Solo was great. I really enjoyed Solo. I wish they'd do more Solo.
One. Yeah.
I liked Rogue One. I don't understand what the big deal in Rogue One was. The problem with Rogue One for me was that you knew how it was going to end, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's going to die. It's over, right? Yeah. Don't get attached. These characters ain't going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Meh.
Did they ever explain what Bothans are? Because in Star Wars video games, Bothans are like dog people, but I didn't see any dog people on that planet. Because she's like, many Bothans have died bringing us this information.
Yeah. Although that was for Jedi, though, so I remember. I think in those first 3 Timothy Zahn novels, I thought I got the impression they were kind of like bird people.
Yeah, you could probably. There's some kind of animal people.
Yeah,
it was a playable character in Star Wars Galaxies, I think.
Greg Augustin says, "I ain't got time to bleed or get to the chopper." I'm just saying, I've bled and I got to the chopper and I'm done.
Yeah.
Come on.
He bled because he got to the chopper. It was he did not watch his fingers when he was cutting up dinner. So
got to the chopper.
We got to get out of here. Come on.
You have what you want. Give the people the air.
Wrong movie, but still good.
Yeah.
But he always had a weird name like, my name is John Matrix. No, it isn't.
No, it isn't.
Predator was the only one where you had his name was Dutch. Like, yeah, okay, I get that. That makes sense.
That was a code name even.
Well, yeah. His probably name was Henry Smith.
His name was Dutch Jones. I don't know.
My name is Peter O'Malley.
My name is McNamara. I'm the leader of the band.
Phil chiming in with, in my case, it was the slap chopper, which, I mean, he does understand my love of kitchen gadgetry. So there you go. Wasn't that Vince the ShamWow guy? Wasn't that him doing Slapshot?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a interesting guy, scumbag, but interesting guy. I would recommend reading up on Vince the ShamWow guy at some point.
The man who liked his hookers. All right.
Again, interest. I didn't say good.
Sorry if I spoiled it. But...
That's just look, man. That is just spice for the stew, sir. That is even getting into the heart of the matter. So again, if you have the opportunity, read up on Vince the ShamWow guy.
Vince the ShamWow.
Funny or not funny, but certainly interesting stuff. A more impactful life than one would believe from a guy hawking ShamWows on late night TV.
Be the next topic of cereal.
Oh my God. Well, what do you say? We've probably wasted enough of people's time. Where are we at? 20 minutes in, yeah. So, the honcho would be pleased in that we've wasted 20 minutes worth of time.
All right, good blathering, people.
Right, good blather, good job, good. And it's yeah. All right, good job, Eric. Good job. There we go. That's why I had to put it back on the mic stand because I sometimes I got to put it down for sound effects. But what do you say we get to the news? And you'd figure after a couple of years of doing the show, because I can hear him down the hall, that anytime I say let's get to the news, that I immediately hit the button afterwards. Rob always has a sound effect. He's always making some kind of sound.
I'm just trying to beat it in.
And it just never. It's the one time I don't even say it unless I'm already on the button. I mean, I
figured my chance on beating the sound effect would be better because you haven't been able to find the buttons.
Sometimes I find the buttons first. It's the spontaneous stuff that I have problem with buttons. Like playing the Bend, Oregon song. All right, that's good enough.
Feel the urge to go, yeah, I'm on.
Horns are the best part.
Well, anyways, first news item is not a funny news item. It is, of course, the passing of Ron Freriedman. That's actually happened last week. The family kept it private for a few days, and that's certainly their prerogative. But he passed on September 15th at 93. So a good long life, and you'll notice the very small font that had to be used on this slide. It's because this man was TV royalty. Credits included Transformers the movie, G.I. Joe the movie, of course, we know those. And these are just the bullet point ones are just the ones where he wrote a lot of shows, right? The Danny Kaye show, the Jonathan Winters show, both big stars in their time. The Odd Couple, which of course that means that out of the gate, before we were even born, he was making Rob and I laugh. Chico and the Man, Starsky and Hutch, Fantasy Island, he was a big part of. He wrote 30-some episodes of Fantasy Island. The Fall Guy, G.I. Joe Real American Hero, where he famously either wrote or converted into teleplay all four of the miniseries. He was the creator of Bionic 6, served as I believe as some kind of story editor. I don't have the exact notes, but he has credits on Deke's G.I. Joe. Was a big part of Fantastic Four and Iron Man for Marvel after G.I. Joe was done. Plus episodes of Get Smart, Andy Griffith, Bewitched, I Dream of Jeannie, both Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie. That right there says, I mean, if you get to write for both magic shows from the 60s, that's a big deal. And no, that's not me making a joke. The Partridge Family, Love American Style, All in the Family, Barney Miller, Happy Days, Charlie's Angels, Vegas, BJ and the Bear, Dukes of Hazzard, Sledgehammer, and more. Could have gone for another slide on this, just listing shows that you've heard of that this man wrote episodes for.
You didn't even get to Gilligan's Island.
No, I didn't. Wow. I mean, and that was a handful of those too.
Yeah.
So I mean, TV, no joke, TV royalty, and one of the guys that, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here, right? Like G.I. Joe doesn't go over like it does. They brought in a guy with 700 hours of television to his credit and said, "Hey, He-Man's a big deal. We need you to do He-Man," and he did. Right. So, again, this is a in terms of the property that we know and love, this is a top 5 guy. And I don't want to break the rankings down in that, but in terms of just important people, Rod Freriedman is certainly one of those. So, sad news, of course, 93 years old, life well lived, was in pretty good health all the way to the end. A few months ago, I know we were spreading the word on a GoFundMe that was out there to help him out with expenses at the assisted living community he was in. And thanks to you, those of you that helped out with that. I know there were several that were made aware of it. I know we got picked up by some other outlets, so I know word got out. So thanks to everybody who contributed there to help out Ron and his wife. He is survived by his wife Val, and I'll turn it over to you guys. Any thoughts, Racktime Rob?
I'm just looking at the list, and when I read the obit earlier this week, I was like, so many shows, that you not only have heard of but liked.
Right.
I mean, like big hits. I mean, Barney Miller, like I mentioned, Gilligan's Island, which is my favorite guilty pleasure. Get Smart.
Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer. Yeah, he was from the mid '60s to the mid '90s. This guy just wrote for and I don't get me wrong, he wrote for some ones that you haven't heard of too.
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean they weren't good. And I know there's those folks out there that have criticisms of the old Sunbow cartoon. Usually folks who prefer the comic book and just need to let everybody know about that every 10 minutes. Which is fine. We're more comic book people too. Rob and I are both more comic book influenced in terms of how we think of G.I. Joe than Sunbow influenced. But
we watched every day.
Right, every damn day. And for at least a couple of minutes every day that they've been streaming on YouTube. Rob and I have a game, Operation Mind Menace Roulette, because it seemed like for a while there, every time we turned on that stream, it was Operation Mind Menace. We don't win a lot nowadays. Usually now it's more Arise Serpentor Arise Episode 2 Roulette, but whatever.
It's weird. I fall into this odd pattern of I'll keep trying, and I'll keep hitting the same episode the next 6 times I try it. Lately, it's been Lights, Camera, Cobra.
Right. Bart asks, was he the animated games master? I don't think so, and that Ron Freriedman was not a large man. Maybe that was the joke. But you see pictures of him online and what have you, and he was maybe 5'4". So not a large imposing man. And again, maybe that was the gag there, but we'll have to find out. But yeah, this guy, again, TV royalty, and Hasbro brought him in to say, we need you to write us a hit to go with this big mega push we're doing to relaunch this G.I. Joe toy line. And he delivered in every sense of the word. But James Booth, your thoughts?
Just a tremendous career. I don't know that there's much you can say. I don't know what he was like as a person. The interviews I see of him, I don't seem to think he likes his fans that much, but but tremendous career, and I'm sure his family loved him.
Right. I think he's just kind of a little old Hollywood in that regard.
Yeah.
I think
maybe he didn't even want to do cartoons, and then he was just good at it, so they kept making him do it.
Right. I mean, he went from G.I. Joe to running his own show with Bionic 6, so he must not have hated it that much. And again, that was a show that while it wasn't a hit, it was was a show that got money spent on it.
Right.
And so I know we don't we think of Sunbow as our stupid, crummy little cartoon these days, but it really did. It was really there to reset the whole paradigm of what children's entertainment was in the 80s, and we kind of forget that now, being so far out of context. And this guy was a big part of it. And again, he's a Hall of Famer before he ever gets to G.I. Joe, right? He is a TV Hall of Famer before he sets foot in our backwoods property, and there it was, making it. It's the most. He is responsible for the most recognizable part of what we love and what we gather here every Wednesday to talk about. So I just wanted to make sure we got we got proper respect on his name.
Yes.
And so leave your thoughts as far as the shows that Ron Freriedman wrote for that you didn't know. Be sure to leave your comments down below in the big boy comments. Let us know what you thought about the incredible career of this man. And again, our thoughts and well wishes go to his family and loved ones. Next news item. Go ahead, Rob.
I noticed you did get the $ in for the S in Vegas.
Well, absolutely, you have to.
Yeah.
You think I want the ghost of Robert Urich popping up and because then
then he can just pop up and you can just go Spencer,
and then Avery Brooks kicks in our door, slaps me around for getting on his gimmick, and I don't need that either. So no, none of that's good. None of that's good at all.
Hey, he's slapping you around, not me.
Right. But you got to get Vegas with the $ in there. If you do Vegas without it, then people think it's that 2001 with James Caan, which was okay for a while and then fell off pretty bad.
Jimmy Caan.
Once Tom Selleck got called in to save it, no. Greg Augusta notes he wrote an ep called Hammeroid for Sledgehammer. I mean, again, look at the shows on here. This man knew how to write a joke. He knew how to write jokes for TV. So I think that was the only episode he wrote for Sledgehammer. I think that was the one. And Torpedo Mike says, and you're still going to ask for Avery Brooks' autograph? Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
probably. I mean, he was Commander Sisko. He's the best Star Trek.
Sisko.
Right, whatever. He's the best Star Trek guy.
Yeah.
Full stop.
He got promoted.
Kirk, Picard, Sisko. You think I'm making a joke, James Booth?
No.
You think I'm kidding around?
I was just thinking of the cheap booze, Cisco. I was going other places.
You were going thong song, weren't you?
Yeah, no, I was going. We're getting ready to go bowling, so let's drink this whole bottle in the parking lot.
I'm kind of disappointed you weren't thinking thong song. Anyways. We should probably quit making thong song jokes with Ron Freriedman's picture on the screen. So next news item. Oh God, there's a place for us just waiting in hell. Anyways, the 30 Kickstarter rolls on, and congratulations to our friend Chad. This is funded.
It's funded.
Woo! As I slap the table a few times because nobody else feels like applauding. So 30 is a happening, and you can see there we changed the pictures up a little bit. We finally get an image of Gothica on screen. That is the first stretch goal, which is available at just another $4,000 or so. So 30 is in the books. 30 is going to happen. You may pledge with confidence, as the saying goes. And then the first stretch goal is really not far away. And Gothica looks pretty cool. You know, I'm not really big on the whole vampire zombie stuff in general, but she looks pretty neat. If you're gonna do wacky fantasy O-ring figures, yeah, she's a winner. So again, let's keep checking out Chad's Kickstarter. Maybe throw a couple more bucks in there. Get yourself in position where you can get a second figure. And if you pledge for a second figure, that might make a second option happen. Makes sense, right? It's all crystal clear. So Chad, again, if you're watching, congratulations. We appreciate this. Make sure that you're sharing updates on the easiest way for us to make sure we can get everything possible out of this Kickstarter. He's got it going on his social media, and then of course just head over to Kickstarter. If you type the word 30 like we have it printed out on the screen, not the number doesn't do you any good, the word 30 with the TH, that's what you want to type in on Kickstarter, and check out this great looking project from our friend Chad LaForce. James Booth, are you in?
I would love to be, but it's all I can do to keep up with Classified, and I can't even really do that anymore. But no, the skateboard girl, when I first saw her image, I was like, I'm on board. So it isn't because I'm not interested. I just can't fit my budget.
You can find $30. Come on, man.
My wife is in the next room.
All right, fair enough.
Yes, I love it. I want all of them.
Oh. All right. I didn't know I was blowing our cover. My bad. Oh, Justin Jeffrey asking the important questions. Are you saying it's a Kickstarter by heart? And yeah, I keep forgetting this button. For whatever reason, this is the one that I never remember to do. So my apologies to all involved. Wait, let me get the comment off of there, because we don't want to hide Ripper in his glory.
Hey, that video played for me. All right,
Good. But back to comments. Bart asking, is there a What's on Joe Mind discount? No, there is not. We got a little bit of pull. We don't have that kind of pull. We got to get these things made, man. He ain't making any money on this. It's $30 for the one figure. You think he's making money on that? Somebody's stupid tariffs got to get paid. Livingstone says, James, you're not in. You got to leave. So, sorry, James.
Oh, okay.
But on the plus side, he gets to still live in a house.
That's fair. That's fair. The wife is what she doesn't know may not hurt her. Anyways. But okay, so Livingstones is I think Livingstones is Chad. I was going to welcome Livingstones to the Chad, but you've been here before. I ain't welcoming nobody. And welcome me to know. Andrew Garrison is a backer. But Chad informing us that new add-ons just dropped. So there you go.
So go to Kickstarter and check it out.
Type in 30, just like it is there.
610 Yojo Daddy says, Replay Squad, fellas, have a great show. Smash that like button and subscribe. There you go. Good advice from 6'10" Yojo Daddy. There's kind of a melody to that. It's got a little bit of a beat to it. But there's a lot of exclamation points in the middle. But whatever, we'll make it work.
A whole 2.
Yeah. That's a lot for how many exclamation points in the middle of your name? 0. 0. Ain't nobody out there going rack time, Rob. No.
Look, I work with excitable children. I can't have that.
Yeah.
Normally, when people say my name, they're like, "What? What is? I don't get it."
Ain't you the guy that shot Lincoln? No, that's a different Booth.
Are you a party clown? No.
That was John Booth. That was not James Booth. That's a different Booth.
Different. Are you that thing in the restaurant with the... No, that's just a booth.
Do you often get confused with...
often. To the furniture. Yeah.
With 200-year-old...
When I go to Outback, it's like...
Blackguard, you shot Lincoln. And no.
No one ever says Powers Booth, but I think that's the E on the end. I don't have any.
Yeah, it is. If you could say one thing about us as Americans, we're strong spellers.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that's the reaction I was going for. You're fine.
Yes.
Firefly says, yeah, but there are fans still going ragtime because we were all mistaken, like the different booth. Well, see, there you go. Again, we're strong spellers. Craig Cohan says, I get the same thing. People like me, Cohen, not Cohan. Irish, not Jewish. No, we get you. We get you.
Cohan, like George M.
Right.
The Yankee Doodle Dandy himself.
Yeah, nobody catches the reference but me, but that's fine. It's 100% accurate, so we'll go with it. Doug Dello, what's wrong with our spelling? Yep, exactly. Exactly. It's I think it's part of it too is that talk to type is the worst thing ever invented.
Yeah.
Like it would be great if we all spoke languages that made sense, like French and Spanish do. But no, we went with English, and English doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah.
We are at least 50 years of AI away from that being viable.
All the rules of English were created just to see how we could find a way to break them.
Yeah. So again, head over to Kickstarter, type the word 30 in there, or you could follow the link we got down below. That would be easy too, right? God forbid I mention the links down below that nobody hits. But it's right there for you. Be sure to check that one out. After the wife goes to bed tonight, James.
I'm on it. I already typed it in. 30.
There's a comic book there too if you want something low cost.
I love some comics.
And comic book money still counts. So. Craig Cohan, feeling the pain. I teach high school English for 27 years.
Ooh. Oh boy.
Oh, good God.
Salute you.
We stop. We give the sign there. Oh, good Lord, sir. That's. I don't know if we got somebody in the comments that it qualifies for hazard pay, but there it is. Next news item. Hey, we got a date on Fall Collector Con from Walmart. So be sure to get on your computer nice and early on October 9th so you can order and they can cancel your order. Like they did for me.
Yeah.
This past year with Crystal Ball.
Yeah. Same.
And then 3 weeks later, Racktime Rob can get his lazy ass on an order and his will show up like 3 weeks later. Right. It's fine. But thanks to Jeff, who is hooking me up. So we appreciate you, Jeff. Thank you again, sir. It is not confirmed yet, but it's widely believed that this is where we will see the Ghost Viper and the Dire Beasts deluxe pack show up. So again, be sure to jump on and order this so they can cancel it on you, and then order it again somewhere in November.
And don't forget charging you right away, right? Don't they charge you right away?
Yes, and then when you get that money back, it'll be on a gift card. And since you never shop at Walmart, that's incredibly useless. But I'm not bitter, is what's important here. I'm not bitter. As 19JJ says, eBay exclusive preview day.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Come look at the price someone else is getting it for.
That's about damn right. Oh.
He gives off, was it Cronin from Hellboy? Kruger? guy with the blades.
I haven't seen any of the Hellboy stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one's pretty good. I mean, I never read the comics, so I can't say if it's disappointing or not.
Yeah,
but
I know in the second one at some point they're singing Barry Manilow, but
it took a turn. Yeah.
That's not necessarily a bad thing. That can be used to great comic effect.
I don't know if that's what they were going for. That's the thing.
Anyways.
I just know I happened to be flipping channels and came across all of a sudden there's Hellboy and his like fish friend singing
Abe Sapien.
Yeah.
Ron Perlman's big face. You see it's
face.
Ron Perlman before you even know what character he's playing. Good Lord, that face. He's a beast.
He's like on Easter Island.
What's wrong, Ron? Why the long face?
Yeah.
Anyways, E-worthy. I've noticed with Walmart, it's more likely they cancel the single release items. Seems like they have an abundance of 2-packs or figuring out. I mean, sure, whatever. With Walmart for me is worse than Target was for the honcho. I just don't take things to the extreme quite the way he did. But I can't say I've got any rhyme or reason on Walmart keeping thing. Like, by the same token, I have also received there have been times where I've pre-ordered from Walmart and I got charged and got billed correctly and they sent it to me, and then later on down the road they sent it again and I did not get charged again. and it's like, well, do you want this back? And they're like, no, you're fine. Okay, sure.
It's amazing how that company makes money.
I don't understand them at all. They make my head hurt. I used to work for Target. I have an idea of how these big box companies do it. But then Walmart doesn't follow any of those rules, and somehow they're the biggest thing.
It's all volume.
I guess. I don't know. So again, Via Condios, October 9th is Walmart Fall Collector Con. We expect to see the Ghost Viper. Again, I haven't seen that hard confirmed anywhere. It's just kind of common sense at this point. So if you're interested in the Ghost Viper and the Dire Beasts, that's the day that you want to have circle on the calendar to get up kind of early. It's early for you, James. I think it'd be like 6 a.m. for you.
Yeah.
And that's too early to get up for nanobite wolves. But
I'm usually at work by then anyway, so I probably still won't get it, but
right. As cool as I think those nanobite things are, I'm probably passing on this guy too.
There's a lot more than cool in this for me.
Right. It's like it's neat when they did it for Crystal Ball. It was really cool looking, and now we're kind of taking it up to the next degree, and it kind of loses a little bit of the fun for me. But it is like they're cool to look at, if nothing else. Glow in the dark green wolf is just cool on its own. Like I'll turn the light off and it'll still be glowing at me for a few minutes, and that's pretty neat. I just wish there was more G.I. Joe themed value in it.
Is that Timber's Jedi Ghost?
Sure, we'll go with it.
All right.
It's when he joined the Green Lantern Corps.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. That was a good one. I don't know. I like this, but like I don't really. I guess I need to know the lore, right? What does it do? Is it a Ghostbuster? Like, why does he have? What is it? Is that Torch's backpack?
Looks like barbecues.
It's like barbecue.
Yeah, somebody's. It's definitely a reuse. So,
right.
What is he supposed to do with all that?
It holds like all these constructs and animals are supposedly made out of nanotech.
Oh, he's a visionary.
Yeah, so essentially, yes, that's what these guys are. So that backpack is going to be a supply of those nanobites and what have nanomites and things like that. Again, there's God forbid we get a file card with these guys, but that's kind of the from the little bits of lore that we've gotten in presentations to this point. That's the conclusions I'm drawing from it.
Yeah, I think they're supposed to be like working with Crystal Ball, and the like they're spraying. I think probably like hallucinogen or something. Yeah.
Dustin Jeffrey says Walmart makes money off the life insurance policies they take out on their associates that pay the company when they die, and that's a sad truth. They're a terrible, terrible corporation. They're the worst. On Walmart's exit interview form, they listed death in the rehirable category. and there is our rim shot, ladies and gentlemen. Living Stones with when I turn the light off and it's still glowing on me, I usually don't like. Well, that's you, sir. You don't like creepy green wolves on your shelf. I don't know what to tell you. You're the guy who made the vampire action figure line. Greg Augustin notes on there, Dyer is dread-inducing responsive energy. So maybe it's the slime from Ghostbusters 2. I don't know.
Yeah. It's
which
the
means
negative
that
feelings.
that wolf is going to boogie to Jackie Wilson.
Yeah. Dustin Jeffrey notes that he wasn't joking. Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we didn't think you were.
So sometimes it's morbidly funny.
Yeah.
But we get you. We get you. Next news item. And this did come available last week. It's the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified 2-pack Target exclusive. So again, via Condillos. Sorry. Random click there. Steeler and Short Fuse. These were setting you back $55 through Target, $63 through the Pulse. So okay. Again, tariffs, whatever. Don't get mad at the Pulse, guys. It's not actually Hasbro. They just pay for the privilege to put up that graphic on their site. Yeah, there's weird things going on with imports right now, so we're all stuck with it.
And also remember, Target can make a little less off of this because they're making a lot more money on something else.
Yeah. Or these things have been stateside longer than we think with Target. We don't know any of the specifics. It's just, this is all screwy. And I hate it. But anyways, Classified 2-pack, Steeler and Short Fuse, I don't hate that. And I really hope that this is one of the pre-orders that they decide to actually fulfill.
Well, good news.
We hope. So far.
Well, I was actually able to order ours on the Pulse.
Yeah, but
yeah,
great. That doesn't mean it has no chance of being.
No, but
maybe we'll wait over a year for it, like Dial Tone.
Yeah, a year and a week. I believe it said November 1st.
But I am chomping at the bit to get very little of Classified these days. I'll be honest. We're getting to that point where it's a lot of characters that I don't feel I have to have. But these guys I feel like I have to have.
Yeah.
So I am really looking forward to this set.
So we're just missing Flash and Grand Slam
and Zap.
Do you think that's setting up a 2-pack with two guys that look nearly the same?
I think it's setting up a 2-pack of like Flash and Zap, and then like maybe Grand Slam comes with a.
Oh, right, Zap.
Or we get a carded Flash and we get Zap and Grand Slam.
Right. If this is vehicle guy and figure, I could see Grand Slam and Zap being a 2-pack, and then maybe getting Flash somewhere single. Somewhere along the line. There's a lot of uses of that mold, and he is kind of the highlight guy for it, so I can see Flash being a single release. And that's not just me and my starry-eyed Flash fandom talking. Grand Slam didn't even show up in the cartoon, so I don't think I'm out of line by saying Flash was a bigger part of things than he was. So,
Short Fuse had the Frank Welker Fred voice, didn't he? Something like that.
Short Fuse had Frank Welker doing a Brooklyn accent.
Ah, yes. Because he's
Even
from
though
Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greg Augustin asked, didn't Short Fuse renders have eyeglasses for him? Yeah, they did. And they showed him even fitting on underneath that helmet. I don't see them in that shot.
No, I don't either.
But that doesn't mean that they're not there. Again, I got these off of an eBay listing, so I didn't even update. These are the same slides I used last week. I'm lazy. So there may be better renders out there. But so Greg, I yes, there were. All of the official photography shows glasses for Short Fuse, but they're not there on those shots, and so I hope they are included with the final. I don't know anything else about them.
Mark's got to be super pissed, right? Steeler's his boy, isn't it?
Why would he be angry?
Because it's Target.
He's got Rack Time Rob to hook him up. He's fine.
No, all right.
Like he was probably moderately annoyed, but just because Mark's not on the show, you guys tend to forget that we still have pretty regular contact with him. Like we're in touch with Mark once or twice a week usually. We got him. He's taken care. He's good. Don't worry about the honcho. He's fine. He's busy. That's all.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, they're right. Okay. I thought that might have been a microphone on the helmet, but there is a microphone attached to the helmet. So, yeah, the glasses are there. They're next to his elbow.
Yeah, you know what? I thought that was a shoulder stock, and then I realized it wasn't connected to the machine gun at all. So, yeah, they're there. They're just sideways, and why would you want to see glasses that look like glasses in a product set?
Yeah.
But good eyes by Dak Nomad and by Bart. Yeah, they got us figured out. Dave McDonald trolling us. Steel Cobra and Zap 2-pack before Flash or Grand Slam. Yeah, look, Zap, it may as well be done already. Zap is, you see Short Fuse there. Just color him a little differently and throw a different head on it, and it's Zap. So Zap May is probably done. So, yeah, sure, why not? I'll believe it, man. I could see Flash being like some late release that they push out at the very end so it doesn't get good distribution somewhere in 2039. just to
Lobotomax and Flash 2-pack.
Right. It won't be Lobotomax. It'll be his twin brother, Zemotomal. And Flash. That'll be the 2-pack. It'll be recolored Lobotomax.
Night Force.
Well, that's
Lobotomax.
You got Lobotomax in garish colors, and then Lobotomax recolored in even more garish colors is Zemotomal. Because he was always the one with the flair. He was always the snappy dresser. And they need an original 13 or an olive drab guy like Flash to bring him down. Flash is the fashion police. Oh my God. Craig Cohan says Flash and Sci-Fi 2-pack. Why would Flash team up with the minor leaguers like that? That doesn't make any sense. Why would he team up with the spare guy?
Because his bright green is going to distract all the bullets.
I guess. They did have that brief moment where they teamed up in one of those G.I. Joe and Transformers comics. That was kind of cool. They'll be doing crossovers with like Pokemon or something by that point. Flash will come with something really, really weird looking. Oh, Flash and War Turtle. I'm all over that.
G.I. Joe versus Capcom.
I don't know any of those characters to dismissively name one of them.
I can just see the font. That's all I got.
The only Capcom characters I know are Marvel versus Capcom, and they're from Marvel.
Right.
Yeah. Gambit. No, Marvel.
Captain America.
I thought I was doing pretty good getting the first and unpopular permutation of Squirtle going, but apparently not. Apparently not.
Well, everyone knows War Turtle is the way to go.
I mean, if only as a way to get to Blastoise. I mean, who doesn't want Big Turtle with cannons sticking out of his back?
Yeah, and the hydro pump attack.
I want Big Turtle with cannons sticking out of his back.
That's the one. Yeah, I would take. I don't know. Bulbasaur is cute, but I don't like Venusaur.
I mean, Bulbasaur is my guy, but I would never evolve him. I would just have a bunch of Bulbasaurs running around.
Yeah, you got to give him that gem so he doesn't evolve or something.
So
I was a gym leader at Toys R Us, so I have
you know all that.
I have extensive knowledge on the first 155 or whatever, 152, whatever it is, and then after that it drops off. 151. No, I don't remember.
I played Pokemon Red because I had a really boring job, and I used to take my Game Boy Color with me. And I have no connection to the lore since then. I do have Pokemon Go downloaded on my phone, and every so often I'll open it up in a park or something to see if I can catch more Bulbasaur. And that's all I do.
Bulbasaur.
I just catch Bulbasaur.
Yeah, he's pretty great.
I have a disease.
If you shot the flying saucer in Space Invaders, you got 250 points.
Yep. It was always Space Invaders was always the game that Dad was good at. It was the one.
He refused to get good at the Atari baseball home run. That game was terrible.
Game was garbage.
All the fielders moved together.
Knock Ripper says Link Talbot and all his veterinary patients deluxe pack before Flash at this point. Look, Link Talbot and veterinary patients deluxe pack sounds delightful.
Yep.
I would absolutely take veterinary patients deluxe pack.
Link Talbot.
They might re-release every animal they've made so far in that glowing green, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That's what Link Talbot has to fix. Yeah.
They all come with a piece of gauze around a random limb.
See? Totally different. It's gauze.
It's got a new hat.
Doug Dello says, I could flip the scoreboard on Atari Space Invaders. How can I get rich using this talent?
You can't.
I'm not saying that it's impossible, Doug, but I'm just saying you may have missed your window.
Yeah.
I
could do that too. It's just, yeah.
Dustin Jeffrey says, so is Bulbasaur the Pokemon version of Beachhead? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, yes. I like it on Pokemon Go because my phone doesn't get any bigger the more of them that I catch. Like, my phone stays the same size. I need no more space to store my phone, despite having however many hundred Bulbasaur stored in there. I like it a lot.
You think Duke would come with Pikachu or Raichu? I just feel like Duke should have Pikachu for some reason.
I would say, yeah, that's about right. I would say, yeah.
Yeah, somehow I was wondering.
I mean, Snake Eyes would need somebody almost, like that second tier.
Houndoom.
No.
Houndoom. There's like these devil dogs. They're black. Those are pretty cool.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, the frog. There's a frog that like kicks. No idea.
You'd think maybe like Hitmonchan or something would be the guy.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. And Quick Kick could have Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee, and then Hitmonchan could be Snake Eyes. Yeah, I can see that.
I think Mike hit a button and kicked himself out.
Welcome to the Pokemon podcast.
Yeah, and I'm going to be a lot of use for that.
All right, there we go. So apparently, there's this little side button on this new mouse of mine. Don't brush that.
I hate the side buttons.
That's the rule. Don't brush the side button that to this point you were unaware existed.
Not the side button.
I feel like Psych Out and Psyduck would be a good combination.
I think we need to stop.
Just want the Hypnotoad.
Stop this now.
All right, done.
Get my old ass test screen out of there. The one that I keep on just as a buffer. And Rob, go ahead, give me the next new item. Boots. Hey, we got some comic book stuff to talk about.
Hey, it's comics.
Next week, we got no G.I. Joe this week, but next week, Cold Slither 1 by Tim Seeley comes out. It's got 5 variant covers. It is available October 1. So be sure to catch that one. I'm looking forward to it. I think we've had a good year for Cold Slither. I think I'll be ready for it to be done when it's done. But I think we have about milked this one dry. But before we go, it's worth a comic book. It's worth a comic. What do you think, James Booth?
Yeah, no, I love buying the cool covers and then stashing them away, never to be seen again. And that's definitely one that I would buy and stash away, never to be seen again. Sorry.
Steve Young says, I swear if Hasbro makes this Pokemon's idea, I'm going to mail Ludafisk to each and every one of you.
Oh.
The slowest mail I can find, DH. Well, I mean, if you're going to use DHL, it's never going to get to us anyway.
We got a Norse. Steve Young, you Norwegian?
I don't know. Last I heard, he played for San Francisco. So.
Yeah.
That's all right, because Ludafisk is no longer fish. It's not going to spoil.
Yeah.
Right. Again, send it DHL. We'll never get it.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to this. It'll be fun.
Very cool.
Rack time, Rob. Any thoughts?
I'm just waiting for the Cold Slither and Billy and the Boingers crossover.
I'd be in for that.
Yeah.
Be in for that.
Get that reference, everybody.
I know we brought this up last week. There was some confusion, so I wanted to make sure we got a tile for it. But Compendium 2 for G.I. Joe also shows up next week. That is collecting Real American Hero 51 through 78, yearbooks 2 through 4, and special missions 1 through 15. And this is $64.99, available October 1. That is next Wednesday as well. So not quite 51 through 100, as I erroneously said last week. No, 51 through 78, and then the first 15 issues of special missions, and yearbooks 2, 3, and 4 in Compendium number 2. See, quick kick at the top right there.
Oh, yeah.
Flying into something, ready to slice his feet to ribbons.
I hope he's got a tetanus booster.
One would hope. I mean, all those hot copper shells that Roadblock's laying down right around there. That's just not a good situation for him.
Maybe he just stepped on one. Ow!
Maybe that's how he's so high.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't find an extra big rock to jump off of. He just. Anyways,
he needs to go to the. I was gonna make a Pokemon joke. I blew it. Sorry. But the place where the Pokemon get healed up, I can't remember what it's called.
I don't know.
Feel free to move on.
But he would come with Hitmonlee.
Right.
Does he have to?
Yes.
I don't know. I am so much not a fan of that design. I just needed shoes.
I really like the Night Force Quick Kick. I feel like he should be that in that gear all the time.
Right.
Maybe different colors, but in that gear.
I'm amazed by the amount of hate that figure has gotten for being a legitimate update to a poorly designed character.
Yeah. He can still kick in shoes.
Right. Like
it happens.
People love the original Quick Kick design because it happened in 1985. And I'm just saying, I've hated it since 1985.
Yeah, he needs some form of boot, some form of like ninja boot.
Even if it was just even if he just had some kind of sandal on,
something like this, you know. I mean, just
anything.
Maybe Aqua Socks. Anyone?
Aqua Socks.
Those
Iron Fist ballet slippers. Something.
Right. Those weird sneakers with the toes. Fine, go for it. They say that orthopedically, they say those are excellent. But
that's
whatever.
I'll never find out.
No, me either. I'm out on those. My toes are already malformed enough that it's not a possibility. There's no toes. There's no shoe that could make to fit my toes.
If my shoes don't have little zippers on the side so I can put a quarter in it, I'm out. Sorry.
It's true.
Nothing beats a good pair of zips.
Those are Ruse, by the way.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah.
Ruse had the pouch. I loved them because back in the day you could actually buy something with a quarter, and now that is impossible. I feel bad for the kids of today, right? I do. Like just having change. Like we used to maybe run an errand, go to the store or something for the folks, and there'd be like $1 something in change, and they'd let you keep it, and that made your entire weekend. Because it was $1 something, but you could actually buy something fun with $1 something.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, $1 something will not get you a Snickers bar, and the Snickers bar is smaller than it used to be anyway.
Yeah,
okay. I feel bad for kids today. They missed out on a lot.
Yeah.
And I understand inflation and all this. Get off your, go to bed, old man, whatever. But
it's not the inflation; it's the shrinkflation.
Well, that's its own whole other thing.
Yeah.
But they're just there's nothing out there. Nobody makes anything fun for. Like, how are we don't make anything fun for kids anymore.
You're not impressed by the Skibbity toilet toys?
No.
And I don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
I see them. They have a much larger presence in Walmart than anything G.I. Joe.
They really are all over Walmart.
Yeah. Target has cleared them out. Can't get rid of them fast enough. But apparently, it's just like a toilet. What is it?
But we don't make anything fun for kids anymore, and then we complain when they're not having any fun.
Yeah.
We complain at them because, all they want to do is get on screens. Well, it's because it's all they got, right? We don't make toys for them anymore.
Toys suck.
We don't let them go out and play anymore, unless it's a big to do, unless it's a big event. You got to have Evites,
play dates,
right? And armed guards and all that kind
signed
of
waivers.
We've never been safer than we ever, but anyways, I digress. So yeah, I just, again, if you could find something you could buy with a quarter that was in your Ruse pouch, more power to you.
Amen.
Bill Donnelly is correct. Old man Mike yells at Cloud. Nostalgia's a bitch. So anyways, Compendium 2, available next Wednesday. Not today, Wednesday, but in the future Wednesday. When we're talking about it on episode 360, be sure to reference this for me so I remember. October 1, Compendium 2.
That's going to take you to the end of the Cobra Civil War.
Yep.
Oh, that was an awesome time.
Yeah. I dare say the end of the real golden age for that book.
Yeah, I love the squads inside the front cover. Didn't they have the squads divvied up, like what group of Joes was with what, who was with each other?
They had
like,
the map, and it was
like Falcon was with Gung Ho and Tunnel Rat, cool. And
yeah.
You got the sit rep at the beginning of each issue.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
It was kind of mandatory too, right? It was the days before everybody necessarily had a pull box.
Yeah.
So if you missed an issue, at your local convenience store, like the Honcho, you could be able to pick up and, oh yeah, Falcon's leading the recon team with Gung Ho and Tunnel Rat.
But those issues actually had like the battle map, and then basically, what Joe was assigned to each group, as opposed to the little recap,
Right. Well, again, that's what I'm saying. You could see that Falcon was leading the recon team with Gung Ho and Tunnel Rat and Bert Convey, and I forget who else.
Bert Convey. Barney Five.
He was a man of action, Bert Convey. You'd get done with Super Password in the morning, right out there leading the troops in the afternoon.
And then back home in the evening for win, lose, or draw.
Right there in Bert and Lonnie's living room, or the set designed after it.
Yeah.
Anyways. Also from Skybound, this week, there was some G.I. Joe stuff, but I'm not making titles for reprints. G.I. Joe Deluxe Hardcover 2, that is the collection, the hardcover collection of the Destro and Scarlet miniseries from the Energon run. We have the Real American Heroes Silent Mission trade paperback, which is the collection of the 5 one-shot issues from this winter. Beachhead, Duke, Spirit, Jinx, Roadblock, silent issues. And then Void Rivals 24, which is a few feet over that way. It's got Springer on the front. October 1st, next week, we got the Real American Hero Compendium, Cold Slither #1. And then the week after, on October 8th, that's in 2 weeks, Real American Hero 321, Transformers 25, which is the first issue with Robert Kirkman. So if you haven't been reading Transformers to this point, this will be a good jumping on point for you. And Transformers Compendium 2, the second collection of the Marvel Transformers books. Bill Donnelly, I managed to pick up the first 2 Void Rivals trades on Saturday for $1 a piece. He won't read those for another year or two, folks, but there are deals to be had.
Yep.
Be sure to ask at your local comic shop. Because that'll be what happens next, Rob. We'll ask Phil, what does he think about what's going on in the Energon universe? And he'll sit there, and there'll be like one of those little sweat beads, like in the old comic strips, flying off of his head. And I haven't read it yet. It was 6 months ago, man. Make some time.
That doesn't quite look like Springer on the cover.
No?
No. I mean, that's kind of what I thought, too, when I looked at it. But then I was like...
I don't know. It's Big Robot Face.
Now I'm not so sure.
It's Big Robot Face. That's all I know. Big Robot Face.
Garrett Bobby Ferguson, giant bearded face.
Oh, no, it is somebody else. But I forget who.
That's that's Dave. That's Dave. Dave.
Good old Dave.
That's Robot Dave. Robot Dave and his robot. I don't know. Not making any sense anymore. I'm very tired. Have I mentioned that today? I'm very tired. If anyone is hiring for a job that does not run overnights for 12-hour chunks, I'm interested. Send me an email. I will move for the right offer. Jake Rose, just checking in to say hi. I'm out with my wife for her birthday, West Coast time. I'll catch the replay and leave a big boy comment like we all should. There we go, Jake Rose. There we go. Make it happen. And happy birthday to Mrs. Rose.
Happy birthday.
Since you're with us every week, we know that you clearly test the bounds of your marriage, and we owe her a lot. So we're sorry, and happy birthday, Mrs. Rose.
Wonder where he went.
If I had to take a guess, Old Spaghetti Factory.
Oh, that's lovely.
I don't know. Cheesecake Factory.
The Italian sodas are great.
Cheesecake Factory. They wanted to They wanted some burritos and some pasta.
Yeah. And then maybe a little Chinese.
And chase it all with a Reese peanut butter Oreo caramel turtle nut cheesecake.
Steve Young asked, what type of job? IT, I assume what flavor? I would say that I want to make bagels. I'm going to make bagels.
Bagel it up.
I work in IT right now, but I've done lots of things. I've done a bunch of things.
You get your CDL,
but not bagels.
What's a CDL?
Commercial driver's license.
Oh God, no.
Not everything has a trailer. I drive a bomb.
Right? No.
I left retail. I've only worked retail jobs until I moved to this island, and it's just like, well, I could wait till this manager of this one store that's on this island. I can wait for him to die, or I can adapt. So
that's fair.
Now I drive a bomb.
Andrew Gaugan, damn, Mike, I hadn't thought of Old Spaghetti Factory in years. They were so good. We have one in town here. There aren't many of them left. And there was also one that was not far from where I lived in St. Louis. And every so often, Chris Brown, old friend of the show, head of Band of Renown, of course, would come into town on business. And he'd be like, Mike, let's go grab some dinner. I'd be like, where do you want to go? As if I have to ask, because the answer was always Old Spaghetti Factory. And like, it's fine. It made me a little sad because we're in St. Louis, which is a town that is positively filled with excellent Italian restaurants, right? Like legitimately 4 or 5-star Italian restaurants. And we were going downtown to Old Spaghetti Factory, but I do these things because I'm a friend. Phil Donnelly had Old Spaghetti Factory on Monday, still going through the extra bread loaves. He said, well, Phil, maybe you took too much bread. The Gunny made Dunkin' Donuts for 6 years, 5 days. But that's making donuts. That's awesome, Gunny.
He was in the commercial.
What I do for 12-hour shifts on overnights is decidedly less awesome than making the donuts. Man, if I had the peace of mind that came with knowing I was responsible for every jelly donut, every Boston cream donut that went out the door in my town, I'd be a well-contented man. You'd see a thick, full white beard. I would just stroke it. Just, yes.
But it'd be kind of a mess because it'd be made out of the Boston cream.
Whatever. I made the donuts. Yes.
You'd have to wear one of those little hairnet diapers on your chin.
Sure.
Like the donuts.
Cinderwear.
Yes.
Cinderwear. Coming soon from Depends.
I just saw that they talked about Cinderwear on MST today that I saw with
that was
it
was one of the Mads invention exchanges.
Cinderwear.
Yeah.
Coming soon from Depends.
Holy cow.
You got some loose juice in your caboose. Get some Depends on those ends. That again, this man looks so content. Now that I'm seeing this on the big screen, I can see the true depth of his contentment. This man is proud. He knows he is out at the Sam's Club. He is buying the 5-gallon size peanut butter, and he's having a moment, but it's okay because his Depends are in place.
It's a good thing it comes with 72 because then you can take one and ball it up and put it in front.
All right now.
Always be packing.
I'm told.
Oh, it's a good thing Mrs. Booth isn't watching.
She would confirm.
I'll probably. You've been married a while. You're about our age. You're right there. There's no
secrets left.
There's no surprise. Dear God, how have we done this for an hour and a half? Yeah. Anyways, next news item. Feel the energy coming out today.
Yeah.
Hey, we still got the GoFundMe for Diana Davis's pooch.
Hey, crusty nose.
Little crusty nose. Look at it. Little crusty nose. So anyways, our buddy Splash there, she had herself a good long stint in the puppy hospital. And the Davises, they are stuck behind just a mountain of bills. So let's help them out. If you got $1, you got $2, you got $5. Anything to help get them out from behind the 8 ball there, because nobody should have to say goodbye to their loved ones, whether they walk on 2 legs or 4 legs, simply because they get sick. Now it would help if somebody didn't keep trying to, eat the curtains. That may help out, Splash. Maybe we could do Mom and Dad a favor on that one. Maybe we can not eat the curtains.
I'll try to remember that next time.
Right. Maybe you could learn something from Splash, Rob.
Yeah.
That's why we had to go with blinds.
But they're so sweet and tasty.
Because of you. That's why we have blinds.
You just tear them down.
They're so sweet and tasty.
He just bats at the blinds. Sad, really. Sad.
The cord, it's hypnotic.
He's 52. He's got a master's. The blinds. They bother him. He wants to chew on the curtains. But anyways, the link for that is down below. And I see no way to top this segment off than with a visit from our good friend, Mr. Sacco.
Meow. 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 Meow.
So anyways, the link is down below. Again, if you got a couple of bucks laying around, check out the couch, see what you get. Send it off. But that's a good note to move on with Mr. Sacco there. He's like an instant segue. Next news item. And remember, there are days other than Wednesday where G.I. Joe news breaks, so we always recommend that you head over to the surveillance point. That's right, the toughest to spell of all the Cobra outposts. Surveillance. Surveillance-port.com. You may have to stop the video and jot this down on a piece of notepaper or something, because I always have to stop. Like, I spell well. I'm a good speller, and I got to stop and think about surveillance. So I'm not mad at you guys for having to do the same. I have often said to Eric that, hey, maybe if you went with like ASP or something, maybe that would be a way to drive up traffic. You could treat it like it's an outpost.
Sure. Oh, Phil stole my joke.
And but no, he went surveillance port. And we will support him because he's good people and he does a good job with G.I. Joe News. He gives you a roundup on what other folks are doing on the YouTubes with reviews, and you get some photos and some advanced stuff that maybe we don't do here on What's on Joe Mind as much. So again, surveillance-port.com. Phil says that I don't know, Cobra rifle range is pretty tricky. It's tougher to say than it is to spell. But people might go to that thinking it's something else. The Hawk, Terry Hawkins. We need a flash and splash with laser nose. And I agree. 100%. No notes. No notes. The Gunny reminding us it's time to make the donuts. He made the donuts. JJA says in gaming, we call surveillance Sam1. So maybe that's it. Maybe Sam1.com. Has nothing to do with G.I. Joe. But Next news item. And that's the end of the news.
Hey.
Chonky Tank Kitty brought to you by the G.I. Joe 3D Printing Podcast, as well as his Meowler Tank. Remember to check out all the good times with Mark and Mike and Archwan over at the G.I. Joe 3D Printing Podcast. They are linked to us on our channel page, so be sure to check them out. It is, if you're on the channel page, just go down there. It's on the channels that we're connected up with. Give them a like and a subscribe, or I guess give their latest video a like, and then subscribe to the channel. Regardless of your level of proficiency with G.I. Joe 3D printing, they'll meet you, right? They'll get you there. Knowledgeable, and they've got stories to tell, like we've got stories to tell. Just a good bunch of guys. So if you like community and you're into 3D printing, even if you're not into 3D printing, you're going to learn something. Check out G.I. Joe 3D Printing Podcast today. As I point at the wrong screen today.
Right now. Not now.
I really need to get a camera to mount on top of the big screen. That's what I need to do. But that requires money, and there's none of that. So that's where we need you guys to hit the coffee button down below. The coffee button. Everybody loves the coffee button. Can't get enough coffee. I kind of need some coffee tonight. Good God, I'm dying out here. It's over for me. I'm out. Phil, tag in. That's the news. Ooh. Okay. And as promised, we do have some unfinished business for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
As you know, we did do a couple weeks ago. We did our fan appreciation show, or we did our. I'm sorry, a couple weeks ago we did our top 5 unmade classifieds show, and then last week we did our fan appreciation show, where we touched base on some of the fans' choices for their top 5 unmade classifieds, and then some of them got eaten in the slide transfer from PowerPoint to the show presentation. And I went ahead and I found those, and I promised that we would get these on the air too, so we can finally close the book on what everybody thinks the top 5 unmade classified figures are on our Screen of Andrews. So here we are. Once again, the top 5 unmade G.I. Joe classified fan picks. Andrew Gauguin has a decidedly Soviet flair. He's got Dana, Colonel Breckhoff, Horror Show, Shraj, and then Zanya to mix things up at the end. Andrew Garrison, he's got Muskrat, and then he's got Flash, so proper points there. We give him the good answer noise. Then he's got Grand Slam and Zap because he likes it old school. Tan Clutch to make it extra old school. Quinn gets honorable mention. And I'll be honest, Quinn was a narrow, like almost a top 5er for me too. Like I debated heavily, and then my sense of philanthropy and altruism made the fridge just nudge him out.
But which Quinn do you go with? Do you go with Winter Deer Quinn or Banana Republic Quinn?
I want Banana Republic Quinn. I think that's just the more versatile one. And although, with the Snowcat coming out, Arctic Quinn, not a bad choice either. Throw him on the back of it like so much Hulk. And then we've got the Great Dane. I'm going to say the Great Andrew Dane, 1983. He's got Ambush, Rampart, Undertow, Deep Six, and Repeater. I will say that in the 3 sets of lists that we've done, guys that turned out to be far more popular than I would have expected, Ambush and Rampart, right? would not have expected quite the following for them that we've got. Repeater, I expected. Deep Six, I expected. Ambush and Rampart, I didn't expect so much.
They had interesting gear.
Yeah.
Right. I think Ambush would make a great classified figure. I think he's just begging to have a deluxe figure made. Maybe he comes with a bivouac in the forest type colors. But yeah, I just didn't. You don't think of somebody necessarily. We're old. He's kind of out of my window for G.I. Joe. But if you grew up in, say, the Deke era, Ambush is very much a part of what you think of when you think of G.I. Joe. And then we have, I don't know, that's not a word. So it's UDA-IGO29 on YouTube. He's got Major Barrage, Secto Viper, Hydra Viper, Dr. Mindbender version 5. That's the lab coat. And then he's got Pursuit of Cobra Flash. We'll give credit on that one because we do partial credit. We wouldn't have gotten through if it wasn't for partial credit. And then he's got Ripper version 3 in his honorable mention. And that is Joe versus Cobra style Ripper. That's the blue repaint. I have to disagree with that a little bit because I think the earlier one they did with the crazier colors was the better figure. Version 3 kind of looks like Ripper joined the police force and got kicked out, like it's a Police Academy movie, Ripper. Whereas the first one's got all the funky reds and greens, and I like him better. But
hanging out with Zed.
I gotta tip my cap. Mindbender with the lab coat. Who wouldn't be all over that thing? Ragtime Rob, anything stand out on this screen to you?
I do like Mindbender with a lab coat.
Yeah, I mean it's the first time that showed up, and I gotta say that if Mindbender with a lab coat came out tomorrow, I'd be buying one. James Booth, anything on this list stick out to you? Anything on stick out to you?
I think Repeater would be really cool with the that big honking gun. I mean they're all going to come at some point, right? Like they're just going to keep throwing these out here until they either run out of plastic or the move to Boston kills them. So
well, that knows most people.
Yeah, that second one's probably not going to happen because they're a soulless corporation. But I wouldn't say that they're just never going to stop coming. I think there will. I think interest will wane on classified, just like it does with everything. Eventually, I don't think everybody from 82 to 94 is getting a remake necessarily. So, but I think you're right. I think Repeater's a guy who was a little underserved back in the day. Like Repeater would have been cooler if they gave him a bigger gun. But he kind of they kind of gave him they kind of undersized that mini cam thing that he had strapped to his belt. But
when you have Roadblock running around with his big old 50 cal, why does he have to have that little thing strapped to his belt?
Right. So and I get it. They were limited a little bit by the design of the figure itself and what it could hold and how you could pose it and all that stuff. But Classified's a chance to maybe turn that loose and give us the Repeater with the big honking armament that we've always wanted, because that is a cool looking dude.
Yeah,
that is a guy that I would be fired up to see. Rare from as late in the line as he was from. So any last thoughts before we move on from the last of top 5 unmade classifieds? James Booth, what would your top 5 be?
Well, I was thinking about this. I think Flash, probably the ones I played with that haven't been made yet. So, although in addition to Flash, Muskrat, Flash, don't forget Flash. Sorry, Hardball, Bomb Strike, and then
just trying to get more good answer sounds.
I wanted to pick one from one of the a different era. I landed on Dart. I just like Dart for some reason. he had the classic like Sergeant Rock design, like a big old green helmet, and like I think he had a vest, and I don't know, he was pretty cool. It was either him or Barrel Roll, or the guy that came with the ghillie suit. Was it Long Range or?
That was
I can't remember what his name was, but those were. Yes. Yeah, he was cool too. But I'm gonna go Dart.
Dart had the most distinctive look out of the three of those guys. I like Dart too. I think
Crosshairs was a good figure.
Yeah, Crosshair was a good figure. I like Barrel Roll too. Rob does not. Rob likes the other stall children and hates them.
I just like them more.
And
Barrel Roll was weird because he looked better like when you covered him up, you know.
Yeah. He was they called it a Raptor Viper.
Yeah.
And then they never mentioned the Raptor Viper again. There was never any sign or hide or hair of a Raptor Viper.
Yeah.
And he had that cool, not quite the claw, but looked kind of like the claw jetpack.
Kind of a flying wing type of
thing.
Yeah, he was a lot cooler as a Cobra dude than he was as a Joe.
Yeah, he just kind of looked like Ben Affleck, if I remember right, didn't he?
They were hoping the story would carry it, right?
Yeah.
And they got it started, and then, as they tend to do, they get a little distracted. So that brings us to tonight's main event. Well, actually, before we do that, let's get a quick moment in with our friends and sponsors at Kokomo Toys. Play their spot real quick and freak everybody out with the lightsaber thing at the end.
We buy, sell, and trade vintage and modern toys. G.I. Joe, Star Wars, Transformers, Marvel, DC, and more. Located in beautiful downtown Kokomo, Indiana, we are open every Wednesday through Saturday from 12 to 5. It's a theme park of nostalgia. Join the thousands of people who have traveled from all over the Midwest for over a decade to buy and sell with us. Get your geek on.
That way, Todd and Amber won't be at my door tomorrow looking to break my knees.
I'll let them in too.
Yeah, we know you will.
Yeah. Well, that way they won't break my knees.
They have to get by Avery Brooks first.
Right, he's in line. He paid more, so it's expensive flying first class to come break my knees.
Coming from Boston. Anyway,
Anyways, James Booth, big things going on, of course, over at the Agent Chuckles YouTube channel.
Well, for me, they are, sure. Yeah.
Look, man, you work hard. You deserve some credit. You deserve some kudos. You deserve a round of applause. People at home, give James some applause, despite the fact that he will not see nor hear you.
Woo! Woo!
Woo! Woo! Folks are throwing their lists up in the live chat again. By all means, if you have a list you'd like to share it in the big boy comments down below, because we're not doing it anymore here. On the show. We're gonna do his stuff.
We're done. That bit's over.
We got to do his stuff. We're talking about James now, and so you're still doing the talk show. You and Steve, the
writing dad.
Writing dad.
Yep. We still do plastic profiles, is what we call it, and we're basically we review the classic vintage figure and the file card, and then the retro classified or the regular classified, and it's all based on the file card. Which figure is more like the character described in the file card. And believe it or not, there's some that that are worse, and some that are better, and so that's what we do there. And then I've got I do Beachheads classified figure reviews. So I'm creating my own little world with my toys, and I'm getting all my friends and family to do voices, and none of them are good actors, and neither am I. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I hope everybody else.
I would say give yourself some credit. You're a good beachhead.
Well, thank you.
And so we've got that. We've got an episode fired up for you. You just did the finale to season 1.
The season finale. Yep. I'm going to do 9 episodes for every season. I've got season 2 halfway completed. Episode 9 just released a couple weeks ago or so. But that's not what we have queued up because that's a longer video. In some formats, it's 2-part, but on YouTube, it's just 1 part. But yeah, this is a good one to watch to give you an idea what we do with Beachheads classified reviews.
Right. And we've shown one of these before,
Mm-hmm.
and it got good reaction. So we're going to make all of you go over to James's channel to get the finale, to get the long one, which has lots of dreadnoughts in it.
Yeah, it's 5 minutes, so we're not talking like a lot of time here.
Yeah.
Sit on the toilet, get on YouTube.
Right. If you have time to sit and listen to us prattle on for 2 hours, you got 5 minutes to head over to the Age of Chuckles channel and watch 5 minutes of goofy toy stuff.
I'll leave a light on for you.
Right. Absolutely. So what we're going to do, we're going to take ourselves off screen, and then we are going to play a different episode, and early to whet the appetite, if you will. Much like
this
we
is
did.
Not the season finale.
No. This is not the season finale. This is from earlier in the season. We've done this again. We did this once before. We showed everybody the episode you did that featured Shipwreck and Lady J and how much they both hate Beachhead. And it was all tastefully done because, as always, Beachhead was in the right.
Always.
And so just stay with us. Like I said, we're going to take us off screen, and then we will play the video, and then we'll be back with you. So hang on. It's going to take me a couple seconds to hit buttons. Now that Ragtime Rob is gone, don't tell him about the thing in his teeth.
Okay.
Don't. It's been 2 hours. Don't tell him.
Meow. 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 Meow.
Thank you all for attending this demonstration. I think you'll find it disarming. Anyone? No? Okay. So we just need our attacker, Snake Eyes, to draw his weapon. Controlling his arm and pulling it away from his body gives you control of the weapon, but also makes him off balance, which gives you control enough to do this. Yeah! Thank you. And thank you, Snake Eyes, for being my victim. He's a good sport. Does anyone have any questions about anything I've shown you here today?
Yes, actually, I have a question for you.
Go ahead, Beachhead.
You're a ranger, right?
Yes.
Weren't you and Wilkinson the team's first ranger?
Yeah, I guess we were. When I graduated Ranger School, women didn't get to do that. I was part of the first class that had female soldiers. Some good memories there. Any other questions? Okay, yes. Beachhead again.
And you also trained with the Marine Sniper School, right?
Look, we should probably limit questions to only those pertaining to our demonstration here today. But fine. To answer your question, yes. I graduated from Marine Scout Sniper School. I even taught the Marines Taekwondo Symposium, which leads me back to why we're here. Does anyone have any questions about the demonstrations? What is it, Beachhead?
Well, I guess my question is, how can you be a highly trained soldier by 2 different service branches, no less, and be dressed like you're going to see Gam Gam in your PJs?
PJs?
Hey, I'm serious. Look, I get why Captain Headlights here wears his sweatpants.
Hey, back off, sweetheart.
Good luck in the Areola clan, Quick Nip.
Of all the gin joints and all the towns.
Anyways, you are a real soldier. A real-life inspiration for young women and girls everywhere. Not like Wonder Gal or whoever with the superpowers. Your training and skills are your superpowers. You've inspired so many future soldiers because of who you are and the way you carry yourself.
Oh, well, thank you, Beachhead. That's really sweet of you to say.
But that's all negated with this tactical tutu getup. And your weapon? Who's afraid of Nerf darts anyway? Am I right?
Where do you get off?
That suit is useless for camouflage, too.
Give me one shot,
unless you're hunting
Snake
gummy
Eyes.
bears
That's
in
all
the
I
land of
need.
lollipops. Your file says you have a sense of humor.
I hate you, Beachhead.
I'm not seeing it.
I hate you, Beachhead! I hate you, Beachhead! I hate you, Beachhead!
And I will once again note that my work as Snake Eyes, masterful and you know, just like my work.
It's
The
a
sun
breath
card.
of fresh air.
It's subdued, but still forceful. You feel my presence every time I'm on screen.
Really, it's a wonder you got him to shut up.
It's a commanding presence. You know, you just feel the raw energy.
And I like that one. I like that one because you went full Sunbow with all of it, right?
Yeah, my universe is kind of a mishmash. Like, you know, the comics were I watched the cartoons, but the comics were that was really my universe. So there are definitely things in here that will appeal to comic fans, and then, you know, do cartoon stuff too. So yeah, it's kind of my own little canon. So it's this was a little bit different style episode. This one took place in sort of like a gymnasium. Beachhead has an armory that he does a lot of his reviews in. And the rule is that, so Beachhead came out in 86. Yes. So anybody before that is already on the team. So they're not going to get the traditional review where they stand in the armory, you know, and parade rest and you know, let Beachhead inspect their uniform and that sort of thing. So anybody from 86 on, they're going to be new guys to the team generally. So this one just happened to be at they took a field trip, you know, so it's they were out at the symposium. But yes, I don't remember what the question was.
Well, I was saying it was, you could tell the Sunbow influences there, not just in Quick Kick, of course.
Yeah,
it was in his movie shtick, but in Beachhead as well, right? In that Beachhead, on a lot of times on the Sunbow show, he's very rarely wrong.
Yeah,
he's kind of a jerk about it.
And so that's my take.
You were very much in that mode with this too, and so you just managed to get some jokes in there as well.
I kind of view him as a little bit like if Brainy Smurf became a ranger, kind of. That's how I play him a little bit. And like, if I could end every episode with him getting tossed on his head, you know, I would do that. But you know, I've got the song "I Hate You, Beachhead," and that's my daughter and her band, Cherub Tree, DC punks. Yeah, it's that song is not. That's their song, not yours. Never was. But anyways, I put the lyrics. I took the outtakes from her doing Lady J and put that over the music. So they didn't like record Beachhead song for me, but I digress. Yes, a lot of influence from the comics and the cartoons.
And so now that we've got you on, I know we've shown that. That's the second one we've shown. What made you decide stop motion was the way? What made you think that this was what you needed to do to express your creative vision, I guess? Well,
it started with toy photography. Like, I like taking pictures. You know, I live in the Pacific Northwest, so there's a lot of pretty scenery, a lot of green trees, a lot of greenery. And you know, that works out well with, you know, a lot of soldiers and stuff running through the woods. And you know, I got water close by, I got mountains close by, I got trails. And anyway, so I was taking pictures of everything, and then I thought, yeah, it'd be cool if I could link these together with something. And I kind of messed around with it for a little bit. They weren't stop motion; they were just kind of like pictures that would roll through as different sounds played. Kind of like a G.I. Joe presentation, I guess. And then my first couple episodes, I really didn't do of this Beachhead stuff. I really didn't even do stop motion. I like made his head move, you know, a little bit here and there. But and then I just realized, well, gosh, it's really not that much harder than what I'm already doing. I'm just taking one more picture with my phone, and well, one more, you know, 100 more. But
funny,
you know, but that's why I'll never animate them walking. You know, they kind of move like South Park characters as far as their feet. I'll move arms and I'll move heads and stuff like that, but no one's walking like that.
Yeah, no,
I ain't got time for that.
No, can't blame me there. I noticed that after Snake Eyes was done on stage, he was just instantly standing in the back.
Yeah. Oh, he's quick.
Right, and I said to myself, I wouldn't have done that any differently. I'd just been like, yeah, he's back there now. He's back there down there. He's back.
Yeah.
And if anybody has questions for James, by all means, throw them up in the live chat now. We'll try and get them on screen.
Oh, speaking of questions, if I may interrupt, I would love to take your viewer questions if you have any for Beachhead, and I can work them into an episode, a future episode. You can do a video clip, or you can just whatever. So I've gotten a couple so far. One's like, what's Beachhead's favorite food, and then I got another one about what's his take on issue 7. Is that where he was with the Night Force in one of the newer comics? Or is it 6? Yeah, 7, I think. And then so different things like that. It's just fun. It's kind of reminiscent of Space Ghost a little bit. But I'm just trying to have fun, and if people can get involved, then I want them to do that.
Right. I would say too, if you're catching this on replay, if you have that sort of thing now, if you want a question answered by James's Beachhead in a show, maybe put a comment down there and you can come back.
That works too. You can comment on the videos, comment here, email,
throw them around,
whatever.
What is your email? I'll get a banner up for you real quick.
Oh, I've got so many. Which one am I using these days? Well, you know what? Just send it to agentchuckles@gmail.com. Let's do it that way. Let's make it simple. agentchuckles@gmail.com. Just make sure you put in the line. This is not a scam. No, I'm just kidding. No, just yeah. There you go.
There you go. See, there we go. Banner time.
It's subject Beachhead question, and I'll work it into the video. Because I try to keep the episodes around 3 minutes, but sometimes they're quicker than others. So then I'll work in a little bit of a Cobra sketch, or I'll add in a viewer question, and that'll give us a little bit of length. The finale is the only one that went significantly over 3 minutes. I think it's like 5 minutes 38 seconds, something like that. But,
yeah, it was a little over 5.
So none of them are too long, but I'm trying to keep them short. And
Andrew Goggin already pursuing for autographs.
He's lobbying to get you a Webby.
Yeah, Torpedo Mike says that you should have Beachhead review What's on Joe Mind. That's unnecessary. We are the news show. You can't review the news show. Come on.
I have a feeling he'd be a big fan. Big fan.
Who reviews the reviewers?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Anyways, I have a story about that is not for air. That is off air. If anybody can ever set it up for me and they see it in a show or something, I'll tell you the story then. But it's not something it's not something I'm gonna put on the YouTube.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
About reviewing the reviewers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, talk about show lore. Good Lord. That's what happens when you start doing stuff like this for about 15 years. You wind up having your own chapter of things, and it's sometimes it's just as convoluted and stupid as the real thing.
Yeah.
Jobalong in Toy City says you'd have Beachhead with his collection of Mike action figures. Phil Donnelly says Beachhead reviews Beachhead's Beach Party. It's Beach Party 86, Phil. You're on the show like once a month. You should know these things.
I've got an episode with a lot of the Joe Marines. He actually does review Sergeant Slaughter's little figure.
Nice.
So if you're looking for Beachhead to review a toy, it would be 107, episode 7, the one with the Marines.
I've caught a few of them. I have to admit I have not caught all of them because
Joe Slepsky actually does Ricondo's voice in that one.
Oh, Slepsky.
Yeah. He does phenomenal.
Oh yeah,
phenomenal. Yeah.
This is the sort of hammery that he lives for.
yeah.
It's right up his alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just happy that I got to do my guest work before he did. Because Snake Eyes there was episode 6.
No, I've got a character coming. I'm sure for you and anybody else, but I've got to find it right. The right fit first. Joe being Midwest from Chicago, I was like, well, do you want to do a guy from Wisconsin? And he was like, I hate people from Wisconsin. Let's do it.
Right. That right there, that pencils him in.
Yeah. That was a perfect fit.
Gets to, I mean, that's a Bears guy, man. Anytime you get a chance to throw shade at Packers guy, he's all for it.
Some cheese heads.
He's all for it. He's his wife does all kinds of work with the groundlings and stuff. So he's again, this sort of hammery is right up his alley. This is his world. We'll see Joe again soon here on our own fine shores. Bart, are you doing this? I mean, you saw me in the credits, right? I was right there. I was there the whole time.
Yeah. That silent strength that projects.
Just like I was back in the Sunbow days. Bill Ratner himself, the voice of Flint, called my performance mature for someone who was 9 years old, and I had to agree. I
mean, remember when I asked you to do these? I was like, "Would you be interested in taking up the mantle of Snake Eyes again?" And you were like, "You want me to do a performance that I gave 40 years ago?" But I was able to lure you out with my benefits package.
That's right. That's right. It was
one I get.
It was dental really that did it for me. I was not gonna, but then dental came in. I was like, that's a curveball. That's I was not expecting that. These scale gigs oftentimes don't include that, but there it was for us.
I mean, you got both visits covered, so
right.
Both parts of the cleaning, backed by popular. Yes, you could say that. By all the convention appearances that I make, all that Shakespearean training. Yes, finally, at long last.
Ugh.
At long last.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was Art Shakespeare.
Right, Dave Shakespeare, not Bill Shakespeare. No. Bobby Shakespeare.
It was his cousin Merle.
Oh, cousin Merle, really?
Coveralls that don't quite cover all. Boing.
That's we're going down Simpsons Avenue again. But also good to see that Scarlett is the master of the DDT.
Yeah. It's about the only move I could really do that you wouldn't like see my hand in, or something like that to break the I don't know, what does that, break the believability of it, suspend your disbelief. Yeah, that's it. That's right.
Right there with, I mean, she's third after Jake the Snake Roberts and Indiana Fever guard Sophie Cunningham is number 2. Number 3 would be Scarlett on that one. That
and Scarlett was Mrs. Agent Chuckles. It was fun recording. But like I said, we're not all great actors, but she had the right sound in her voice that I wanted. So
you believed her when she said, "I hate you, Beachhead." And
yes,
that's really
yeah.
You made sure to leave. Made sure to miss the laundry hamper with everything that day.
Yeah, I left all the pantry doors open.
Yeah,
That toilet seat.
Up. Way up. Removed.
So again, we do have you can follow the link. We've got James's channel linked in our description down below. So if you're not catching us live here, by all means, head on over that way. It's right there on the front. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You can check out the whole season. Takes you probably an hour to get through the whole thing, but well worth your time. Again, we appreciate the effort that you put into writing bad jokes for yourself that you know are bad jokes. I'm
very excited for season 2. I've got a lot of the rawhides coming from the cartoon.
Okay.
The ones that made, obviously, but orders in there, and he finds the bombs and he drives the cars, and they tried it the other way. Well, how did that go?
Right. Never explored before.
Never explored before.
Now that tale can be told.
Now this is it. This is it. Extended. What is it? The Batman Elseworlds.
And
right?
now, I mean, best of all, if they're driving around in the Jeep, no walking.
yeah.
No walking. Bart asks, is Rob going to voice order? And I mean, maybe.
Oh,
He's got a life outside of what I do. God, if you did a Scooby Doo for what that would be. Roll. Laying pinned underneath the Jeep. He's not the first law.
Yeah, that would actually be funny. Yeah, the dogs generally outrank the handlers, right? So the handlers are, a dime a dozen. So
he's not the first law.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
if you look at the difference between the first law figure and the most recent law figure, he's not. They look completely different.
Yeah, that's good. I may have to do a rewrite on that episode now.
As we start workshopping shit after he's got it in the can.
Thanks,
Nacho Mine. Anyways, we did have a request for this in the live chat tonight. Let's go ahead and throw that out there before it gets too late. I gotta find the buttons again. But it's time, finally, for a tally. 225. I realized that I hadn't done one of the, and I know I'm way behind on taking pictures and keeping the Instagram up to date. I hadn't done a tally since the end of last year. And I thought that I was slowing down. And I suppose I have a little bit. Like this year is not the record-setting blistering pace that last year was as far as acquiring these figures.
So there aren't many left.
There's none left out there. None at all.
Not one.
But yeah, here's 225. We got him last week. He's in really good shape. He's got the replacement gun. You can see there, that's dark gray. Doesn't have the ammo bag, but otherwise his paint's real sharp and his joints are good. And he was cheap. And that's usually what we're looking for first and foremost. If it's in reasonable condition and below scalper prices, I'm usually game for picking it up. There's some crazy amounts that people ask for Beachhead figures these days. $80, $100 in some cases. I assure you, I don't pay anywhere close to any of that. Not once, not ever. So just as I often say, if you go back, I did a whole video on my Real American Hero collecting habits. Just be patient. Don't be a butthole, and eventually someone will sell you what you want for the price that you want to pay. And that has happened 225 times with Beachheads, or well, not quite, because some of them have been gifts. There have been a few that have just been gratis. Hey, thanks for doing a stupid show on Wednesdays. And so not all of them have been paid for, I guess, but the overwhelming majority of them, over 200, have been purchased at reasonable prices. So don't worry about what I'm spending. It's not a lot. It's not that much.
He stole the kidney. No,
just half of a liver. It grows back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it grows back. It's fine. So, anyways, as often happens with the shows where we got nothing to talk about, like this one.
We've gone long. We're like the Oscars.
So, James, as our guest, let's turn it over to you first. Let's do some shout-outs. Who we shouting out to tonight?
Well, I'd like to shout out you guys for having me on. Thank you very much. I love doing it. I live on an island where everyone is 60 and above. So anytime I can talk to anyone in their 50s, I just get a little tickled about it.
I feel young.
Yes. But seriously, anybody who's worked on my videos, done a voice for my video, I didn't mean to imply that my wife did not do a good job. She did a great job. I just want to make sure that's on the record.
We're really turning up this "I hate you" Beachhead bit, aren't we?
Yeah. But Steve the Writing Dad, he's usually my first go-to voice. He has a great tunnel rat. But anybody that's done anything on my videos, I appreciate it. And thank you, Mrs. Agent Chuckles.
All right.
Thank you.
Anybody else we're shouting out to?
I guess Wayne Sneeden.
All right. He's quality people, from what I understand. I'm hearing a small crowd of cheers coming from not far away, so he must be okay.
Trapped in a plastic bucket.
Ragtime Rob, who we shouting out?
Let's shout out James for joining us tonight.
Yay!
And let's shout out the studio audience for joining us tonight.
Yay!
And hey, look, let's shout out the people who finally sent me dial tone.
All right, that took long enough.
Yeah.
How long was that bad boy on hold there?
371 days after I placed the order.
Cooter's Garage said, I think you gave a Beachhead update at 176. When I went into the film editor, it was at 178. I'm not sure if 178 made it to air, so you could be right.
Well, he's saying he gave you a Beachhead at around 176, I think.
Oh, possibly. I got to go check the list. I don't know. I think so. I don't know what the name is. I don't know what the name is behind Cooter's Garage. So, but I maybe, I don't know. I got to figure it out. We'll figure it out. That would involve opening a file, and if I did that with all of this stuff running on the Mac right now, everything would collapse. It was like when I hit the side button on the mouse, it would be like that times 10. I don't want to do that. For my shout-outs, I will reiterate Ragtime Rob shout-outs to our studio audience. Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys coming back week after week after week. But just counting just as much as you guys is Team Replay. We love Team Replay. You count for just as much. So however you're catching us, make sure that you are doing all the cool YouTube stuff. It's free. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. YouTube is screwing around with the algorithms again, so you see our social media down there. Make sure that you're following us on all the social media, because even if you're signed up for notifications, they might not be sending you notifications. And so, getting us on YouTube and Instagram and Bluesky, those are ways that you're going to hear it straight from us right when it comes out. So if you're on any of those platforms, please make sure that you're following us there, and we'll do our best to get that out to you. If I've got to look into doing an email blast, I'll do an email blast. But man, the last thing I need to do is add more to what little time I've got. As it is, I am so far behind on getting audio episodes posted. We got a couple last week. We'll get a couple more in the next couple days, I hope. Knock on plastic. But we'll get that caught up eventually. Again, just make sure you're doing all that cool YouTube stuff. If you're an audio listener, just get on over here for a minute, just so you can stand up and be counted as a subscriber. Just so we know and we can get some data and know who we're trying to promote this show for. But a shout out to our wonderful friends at Kokomo Toys. Real quick, we'll sing the theme song. Kokomo Toys. Kokomo Toys. And yeah, that's about what we got tonight. It's been a long week. I'm tired. I'm ready to have a day where I just don't do anything. And I think that's coming up, whether I like it or not. As it is, I meant to get up today. I got off of work at 8 this morning, and I was finally ready to fall asleep at about 9:30. I reached over. I set the alarm on my phone for 3:30, so I would get up in enough time to do what remaining prep work I had. And no, that didn't happen. I slept clean through it. When I got up, I rolled out of the cot at about 6:30. So it just as it is, the body has already told me too much screen time this week. Your brain needs to clean some more, and so that's what happened. And now my microphone doesn't work. It's the computer trying to tell me, dude, I'm tired of you. So don't expect to hear from me for the next 24 hours. And then maybe after that, we'll be back on the socials. But a shout, of course, as well to our wonderful guest tonight, Mr. James Booth, Agent Chuckles himself.
Yay! Thank you.
We'll get you back in the door sooner, hopefully sooner than the last time we said that to you.
Maybe when season 2 starts.
Right. When 2025 has been a crazy year. We apologize. Yes. So just to make sure that we're on your mailing list when that is getting ready to go. We'll throw you a big launch party. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
With our monstrous 1,500 person following. Yeah. Hey, it's something.
It looks pretty big to me.
Look, Doug Dello's heading that way.
Hey, all right. High five.
Cooter's Garage says, Mike, did you see Larry Hamill be back at Assembly Required? I did, and we will actually be talking to Brian Sauer about Assembly Required next week. We will be making our last-ditch pitch to get those of you who have the time, and maybe you're on the fence about going to Iowa, we're going to try and get you to go to Iowa. That's going to be our thing next week. We may even we'll see if we can get Slepsky in, because Slepsky is making his inaugural trip to Iowa. He will be part of Team What's on Joe Mind that week, and so we'll see if we can make this just a full house of Iowa-based madness. It's going to smell like so much corn. And Doug Dello says you should go to Iowa. It's a great show. Doug Dello won't be there, but he wants you to know that it is a great show. Doug Dello.
Go ahead. Go on. It's good.
He was there last year.
It's great. You guys should go.
Yeah. Doug has a family wedding, so it's not Doug's fault. But I'm going to treat it like it's his fault in public venues from here on out. That's the last time I'm going to give him any public quarter.
As is your right.
Right. This is what we do. We're guys. We rag on one another. But that's what we got. That's what we got. So be sure to join us next week, again, at 9:05 Eastern, after the presentation of Mama's Family on the Superstation. It's what's on Joe Mind. As our friend Vagon likes to say, stay safe, and if you can't be careful, have a great rest of the week, everybody. And yo, Joe.
Yo, Joe.
I'm going to hit a couple of buttons now. Maybe they'll be the right ones this time.